Attention of his crew, Matt Stover, Randy Weaver, the entire group down here. That was an impressive victory. Anytime you win in this division, here at the Grove, anywhere for that matter, it is hard earned. Rich Eichelberger putting it on him tonight. Randy Weaver fan club in attendance tonight. Rich pulling the helmet off. Said last week he was awful fast, and boy did it continue tonight. And just as he had last week, had his share of obstacles, but able to overcome. That's the name of the game. Like down here, rehashing the victory with Matt Stover. All right, he's got the hearing protection out. He's climbing out of the car. He'll take the checkered flag. Hug from Renee. Coming around the back of the car here. All right, I think he can hear you now. Give it up for tonight's Blazers Body Shop Super Sportsman feature winner, the legend, Rich Eichelberger.
Thank you.
Give you a second to get unhooked here, man. Well, first off, how appropriate is it that one of the veterans of the tour wins on the first night that we revert back to the Silver Spring way of doing things, 25-lap feature event, self-start on the front straightaway. It's got to be a lot of fun for you, Rich.
Well, it was a lot of work tonight. That track was heavy and it was fast, flat out racing. This one here is for Matt. He put us on the pole. That helped. And then when we started there with that start, boy, the way the 30 car and everybody was going, I thought, oh, man, I might let him down. And Randy Weaver had a great motor there tonight. It was pulling good. We took some gear out of it after the heat race. Starting up front, I thought we'd be okay. And that hurt us a little bit the beginning of the race, but then started to dry up a little bit up here a little bit, and that helped there the second half of the race. So, but absolutely, that's a Matt Stover win there for drawing one. And he not only drew it once, but he made him come down and draw it the second time, put us on the pole, and very happy for that. That doesn't happen. I know it might have ruined the race a little bit, but boy, you know, when you're a senior racer, senior citizen here, I just consider that my senior citizen handicap.
Oh, Rich, I wanted to talk to you about that. You said the track started to dry out just a bit down in 4. You faded there at the beginning, yeah. But then as the race came around, you came around, and we could see you, I don't know, 2/3 of the way through the race, starting to search a little bit, and we saw that you found something on the bottom. Talk about that pass of Scott Dellinger getting into 3.
Well, you know, Scott was running a good race, and good friend of ours. He parks right beside us. They work hard, and you know, sometimes you sort of hate to do that to somebody when they're running for their feature win out here, but boy, he gave it to us there a little bit. He was running hard. We did find something there on the bottom. In the middle was starting to dust up there a little bit, and we got good bite on the bottom, and that's how we got by. I don't know where they ended up, you know, behind us there, but it's great to win at Williams Grove, and especially you know, at my stage in my career, you never know, you know, when you're going to get your next one. So everyone's the best one right now.
Rich, you talked about some obstacles you've had to overcome. In the heat race, we saw sparks coming from the rear of the car toward the end there, but you being the professional that you are, were able to keep the car under control and brought it home second. And then, of course, that allowed you to transfer and then gain the feature win tonight.
It was a torsion arm stop. The nut, we had a nut on it that we over-tightened, and it came off. It came off, and it just dropped the whole left rear suspension on the car. And it was a handful. It was a handful there, but we got it through. I knew there was only a couple laps to go, and we were lucky tonight. I mean, everything went our way. So,
Rich, you guys been hitting it hard early. This is only the second event of the season, but given the fact that you came from 19th to 7th last week and a win this week, you got to be pretty hopeful about your chances for the year.
Well, again, you can't tell. Everybody's fast. The tracks are different. We are going good. I did change the shocks this year. We went to the VRP shocks. Vince from VRP has worked with us over the winter, and I'm starting to learn them a little bit. And it's definitely helping. I got to thank Vince at VRP for helping us with the setup there. He's been a big help over the winter.
Well, Rich, congratulations. It was a great show, and I suspect we'll be talking to you later in the year.
I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I think you ought to interview Matt, though. He's the one that really got the win tonight.
Matt, I keep hearing that you're the lucky man. You put him on the pole, but there's a whole lot more to it than that. You guys had the hot setup tonight. It came in there at the end.
Yep, he had her set up, and we went well. But then Kenny Rowan said about drawing, he goes, you're going to draw 12, so I drew 1. Then they came back up the trailer and said about redrawing. I thought, you got to be kidding me. So I went back down, they put 1 back in, and I drew it again. I knew tonight was going to be our night.
And tonight it was. Well, Matt, congratulations. I know how hard you guys work, not only during the season, but in the off season, and it's paying dividends early.
And I hope it keeps going.
Indeed. Tonight's winner in Super Sportsman competition, let him hear it one more time. How about it for Rich Eichelberger?